Hello my dears, now it's time to discuss the form controls. Okay, so give a textual forms control like input and text area upgrade with custom size, sizing, focus, stats and more. So form control basically control your form, the alignment, the sizing, the padding, the margin, etc. And less efforts are required from your side to adjust more using the CSS. Like you can see this form, we have this text area and the height is more as compared to this because it is for email and this is for the text area like address, like description. So you don't need to apply all the minor things. You just copy and you will require minor efforts to adjust it. Okay, so let's apply this code and generate this form as an example. Okay, so inside body, okay, we will paste it. Now what is happening here? We have two divs. One contain the one input, another contain another input with the proper label. Okay, the class assigned is MB3. So you know that class name is same. So these two are assigned to the same class while both the input contain these two divs. Actually divs contain the individual particular inputs, and then we have assigned the IDs. Okay, IDs to each text field. So this is of type email and the class is form control. So remember that one class considered is the div class. So whenever the property, CSS property, you already learned this, that apply to the class, apply to the whole div, but this is the class which is to which this input is assigned, and this input is also assigned to same class. Okay, and placeholder is this. So placeholder actually is like a virtual writing on the text field. You can see just before you actually write something. Okay, and we have 3 rows, so we can adjust it, but first we will run this. Now you can see this is the email, and when you click, why on clicking it comes to here? Because we have written clearly that it is for the for this ID, and that's why we have written ID here. If we assign class, so it will be useless, and this is for this ID. So whenever we click the label, so it will definitely go to here, and when we click here, it go to here. So the rows here are 3, like you can see. Okay, it increases, but the rows shown on the page will be 3. So we can increase or decrease, like we say text row should be 2. Now the rows are 2. So you can adjust. You can see the width is up to end. Okay, so you can increase and decrease the width and the height of this using the CSS property. Like so how we can increase or decrease? We will copy it, this unique identifier. So let's apply CSS property. We say hash, and then we adjust the width to be 200 pixels. Okay, now you can see the width is adjusted. Similarly height, color, etc. You can adjust what you want. For example, we say background color to be like this one. Okay, so now move towards some more things. Sizing. See heights using classes like dot form control large and small. So these are the reserved words that you will write. For example, okay, so what is happening here? So this is actually the uh, placeholder. This is another and this is another, so different size. You can see this is a little more bigger, the height is more as compared to this, and this is more as compared to this. So if you see the code, you can see three inputs assigned to the same class. Okay, form control, and then we have written form control large. So it will be this input will be large, which you saw, and type is the text, and placeholder is dot form control lg. So this is shown as a placeholder, and area label is dot form control label example. So label is for this, the label is also there. Similarly, you can see input class form control, same class, type is text, placeholder, area label. Okay, and similarly this is the form control small. So this is small and this is normal, this is normal, and this is small, this is large. Okay, so now we have another bootstrap. So form text is basically block level or inline element form text can be created using dot form text. So you can see here that in this code we have one label input, and this is for the password, and then we have div. Inside div we have wrote something which is your password must be dash dash blah blah. Then we have assigned id for this div, and then the class. What is the class? Form text. Okay, so whenever you write the class form text using the Bootstrap framework, so the space is the space of this block, div block, with the this text password is automatically adjusted. We can say the margin of this block with this upper input. Okay, so the code is already written here. So if you see, you can see it here. Okay, space is reserved. Now what happens? We have removed this. So the space is, there is no space, and these are looking so awkward. So we will undo it. You can see it is adjusted. So this is due to the property of Bootstrap. Now inline text can use any typical inline HTML element, like example of span or something else with nothing more than form.text element. So where is the inline element here? Okay, so this is inline, inside taken as a we have taken this span inline as inside the div. Okay, so let's apply it. So there is a space created here, a margin. Actually, this is the margin of this with this form element. You can see this is span, and this is one div. Okay, this is one div. We have taken the label in one div. Okay, this is another div, and here we have span inside the third. So if we remove this, then the margin inside the lines. Okay, so span is actually applied to the line, so it will be looking not adjusted. So if we remove it and we save it, so soon you can see the effect. So this was previously okay. If we undo it, so you can see it is looking more sophisticated. Okay, similarly you can see the class form control and rest of the properties are already applied, but this is what about the form text. So it can be applied to inline as well as the block level element. Okay, so add a disable boolean attribute on an input to give it a grayed out appearance, remove pointer events, and prevent focusing. So you can disable the input